What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're gonna be reviewing something from the house of Mancera. If y'all ain't familiar with it, this is how the way the bottles look. Now, this is a 60 ml bottle. This is my first 60 ml bottle I've ever bought from this house. I like to usually just get the full-size bottles because they're usually just like 20% more for double the juice, right? So mathematically, I'm like, might as well go for the big bottles. This one, however, it's the medium-sized bottle. The full bottles are 120 mils. This is a 60 mils, so half the size, and the price was half the price. So I was like, cool, let's go with this one. I really like the way this looks. It looks I feel these 60 mil bottles look a lot slicker than the big bottles, in my opinion. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. Just the other ones are wider. You know what? If all of them were half the size like this and half the price, I'd buy a bunch of these, right? A bunch of them this size. That way I could try twice as many fragrances. So anyways, back to what I was saying. This one is called Aoud S, or actually in Mancera they call it Aoud. It has like an A in the beginning. I think it's just Oud. They just like to add that A unless there's another reason. If it's some different type of Oud I'm not aware of. But so yeah. So this one is called Aoud S. I hear no talk about it whatsoever and see no reviews on it. And we're going to talk about it a little bit right now. First, let's just show off the presentation. It comes with these little bags. You throw the bottle in. Very cool for like a gift or whatnot. It's the box. This particular one is gold. Not all of them are gold. Some are black or different colors, right? The cap. This is an old school one. The new presentations now, the bottles look the same, but the caps are just magnetic. You just go like that and they slide into place. These ones are a screw-on cap. Have not seen the magnetic ones, but I really like these. Because once it's screwed on, you can hold it and it'll never come off because you would have to unscrew it, right? So yeah, that's pretty sick. The top right there says it has an M for Mancera. So now what you really came here for is just talk about the juice, right? Fuck the bottle, right? We all know how they look. Real quick, bam! Real nice sprayer, pretty dope. I'm digging it. It's not like it doesn't have that pressure control thing or anything. You just spray it and that's it. There we go, right? But it's a nice sprayer. It's not a beast mode sprayer or anything. Gets the job done. I'm a fan of the sprayer. I really enjoy it. Now, the fragrance. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a simplistic fragrance. If you want something niche, it's not daring, keeps it simple. This is a good beginner niche fragrance, and it's a good beginner oud fragrance. The oud here, it's gonna be your Mancera Oud. A lot of you are already familiar with it. You know what to expect if you collect Manceras. If you don't, there's a good way to check out that Oud note, and it goes pretty cheap online. Get the small bottle first, see if you enjoy it and whatnot. Gonna get that Oud note, and here it has a little bit of freshness to it. So it's like a clean, fresh Oud note, and that's kind of what you get. It doesn't change any. So it says it has white musk at the base. So that's what you get, a clean, musky scent with the oud. Also says it has violet, I believe jasmine. So all those white florals just make it smell slightly powdery. Because I don't get a distinct violet or jasmine, but it does give off that vibe of like a white, powdery, clean smell, right? And like I said, it could be the musk because that gives a similar scent profile as well. So just to keep it simple, I would say white musk and oud, or you could say clean white florals and oud. Now the oud is the prominent player, and they would come second, but they're still pretty strong. Like I said, it gives it that cleanliness. So it's kind of basic. I think you could wear this as a signature scent year round. Would I wear this in summer? Maybe not, but you can because it's not strong. And it gives off a cleanliness to it. This lasts about 3 hours. Yeah, you heard right. 3 hours. So yeah, it's not a strong performer. Get about 3 hours with this. Most Manceras last to 8 and up, right? This one not so much. And the projection, I would say it's at best moderate. Maybe just moderate. I wouldn't praise it any higher than that. So it's noticeable for those 2-3 hours. I mean, people will know you're wearing something. Like I said, it's very linear. Not a lot going on. If you don't collect Manceras, maybe you collect fragrances, but you don't buy Manceras, this is a cool one to pick up. It's not bad. But if you own Manceras, especially if you own other Manceras from the Oud line, you're not going to want this one. It's redundant. You don't need it because you're going to have a pretty good idea of what it already smells like. But if you don't have Manceras or you want something, you want a oud fragrance like to layer stuff with, this is a good one to go with. I think this is gonna be pretty good for layering. I'm gonna try to get creative with it and throw this on a few other fragrances I own. It would have to be a fragrance that's at least above average projection, and you would spray this on, and this would give it like an added twist, right, or some depth. If you're like, oh, you know, what if this YSL fragrance had that oud note? So you throw on your YSL, that's a Beast Perfumer, projects, then you throw this on after, and you're like, oh, it's gonna give it that extra twist and just experiment, see how it smells, right? Could be interesting. For that type of stuff, I would wear it on its own. If you don't have any Manceras, especially not any from the oud line, then it's okay. But if you do, then you're probably not gonna want to wear this on its own. It's gonna be for a very specific a very specific buyer, right? Someone that just wants that note. They're like, you know what, I really like the oud note on Manceras, but I don't want any of the other baggage. I don't want the lemon smell. I don't want the tobacco smell. I just want the oud note. Bam. This is what you're looking for. So yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be for a very specific person. I don't think there's much else to say about it. If you do own it, I'll say, you know, experiment layering it and see how it works with other fragrances. Other than that, I think we're done here. Now check you guys out next time.